Hello, 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 hello. How you doing out there? Who cares? Terrible, man. Terrible. I don't know, man. I'm not miserable, but I'm a bit upset about the state of how things really are in the world. Who's in power? Who's respected? Who has the position of power? Do you know what I mean by that? I mean, I'm not talking Obama or nothing like that, even though those people have a big influence. But I'm talking just your average, us lot. Us guys who have a front door key, who have a bedroom or a flat or a house or a car. But we don't have no jets, we don't have no servants, we don't, we have to get up and work and everything like that. Those people there who have a say, who are popular, who have respect, those ingredients are very important for mankind. Without those ingredients, you can't really prosper, you can't glow, you can't feel life in its way you're supposed to. The drive that drives you, which gets you out of bed. But the people who have the say and the power usually are abusive people, disrespectful people, people with no real input into anything positive. And I'm all about positiveness. That's God's way, and that's the way I'm going to be until I die. Even though sometimes, even as an intellectual with a great, strong mind, I sometimes think, maybe I should be a little bit of an arsehole, maybe I should be a bit of an idiot. Maybe I should, maybe I can get into that sort of life where it's popular. But to me, even if you gave me, even let's say it's quantum leap, and he was to put me into the position that I was someone like who's popular now, Little Wayne. I'd hate to be Little Wayne, to be honest with you. Let's think of someone who I wouldn't mind being. Let's say Snoop Dogg, because I like Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's cool. He's got a good energy. He's actually a pretty decent human being past the negative stuff. Yeah. That life there ain't too bad because, he's a real person and I like real things, and to be a person in this life and be fake is not what I would want. It's a horrible thing. It's like a mechanical thing. It's not natural, you know what I mean? But his life wouldn't be so bad, you know what I mean? But I couldn't do that being Milton. I couldn't be that person because I know God is accounting for my actions. He's counting my actions. And I know basically there's an afterword, and I know basically we get judged. So no matter what I think of life now, how I would like to have loads of girls. I'd like to have people around me who are like-minded. I don't really want people around me. I've got plenty of people out there who want me to be their friend, but unfortunately we're not like-minded people. So it's just we bore each other. Their stuff to me is boring, and my deep stuff is boring to them. I can't comprehend their nonsense, and my stuff to them is nonsense because they can't comprehend it. It's like yin and yang, you get that? It's the opposites. But as long as we're in a dark age, the positive, you got the life regenerator who's positive and he's doing well. But he's still I love the guy. I think he's a great human being. I think he's definitely a special person because he generally seems to care. He's got to make a living. There's nothing wrong with that. He does get a little bit conscious about that. But I think, there's nothing wrong with trying to make money out of doing something good. Nothing wrong with that. Because we need money. It's not like Jesus and we can make fish and bread and stuff. We can't just make. We need to work. We need to be realistic. But he is, to me, I can't really get into all that positive thing like that. Because my mind tells me that if you're a person who lies and is deceitful, but you don't have to be like You don't have to be like, when I say lying and deceitful, it could be just saying the minorest things. It affects me, so I can't really involve myself in that environment where people are kind of artificial. They're not really 100% true. Because if a person comes to me and they say they've got a problem, I'm going to tell them the problem. Now, in the social world, that is a problem because you got to be diplomatic. You got to be able to tell a person. You got to be able to tell a person something without insulting them. But if you're telling a person something that's insultive, but it's the truth, that actually is the medicine that don't taste good, that is good for you. But these days, the medicine that people get is artificial medicine. Yeah, you're doing well, you're doing fine, you're doing great, you're a great guy. Now, all three of them things can be complete and utter BS, right? But that is the norm for people like the Life Regenerator. He can't really say certain things because of diplomacy, and I respect that. He's doing very well, that very positive guy in that sense. But me, I have to be a little bit more realer, and I don't think what he's doing is negative. I think I'm kind of envious, really, that he can do that. I can't do that. You know what I mean? Great guy, wish him the best. I think in this life and the other life, he'd be okay. He's a pretty decent person. I don't know the guy, but you can kind of see it through the screen. He's just a 1 in a million. So he's one of the people in these dark times that are doing well through positivity. There's not many. But he is white. He's tall, good looking. Those things, take that away. Take away the height, take away the good looking, take away the whiteness. He probably wouldn't be successful. Then you could say, well, then what about the divine waters? Or infinite waters, divine deep? I think another special guy, genuine. But at the same time, he's in an environment where he isn't really going to be 100% honest. Now, the ministry, realest temple on earth, to me, now that is more my thing, not because it's pro-black, because to be honest with you, I was pro-black at one stage. I was a Rastafarian at one stage, but now I had certain issues. I had a nervous breakdown, to be honest with you, and I saw life in a different way. Something happened to me which kind of just changed me. You know that life-changing effect where someone's one way one day, then they totally change the other? Conspiracies maybe I know, but regardless of that, I changed. So, me personally, I would like to come across a black woman I would be into, but I wouldn't neglect a white woman because of how the world is. I won't have much in common with her because I'm always talking about slavery and black people. If she can handle that, then, we can get it on. But if not, then, I don't mind black or white, you know what I mean? It's as long as they like me for who I am and I like them for who they are and we love each other. That's all that matters, you know what I mean? That's all that matters to me. I'm just being honest. And friends as well. I'll be friends with white people. I'll be friends with black people. Just as long as it's genuine friendship. Doesn't bother me. I'll be glad to have a white friend if it's genuine and I like his company. I would be glad. Or black. Whatever. I don't care what it is. Or a dog. Or a cat. Because to be honest with you, I am lonely. I'm lonely mentally and physically. I'm in a position where I can't find like-minded people. I search, but I have no joy. And it seems to me the world is full of people who are just the whole world is travelling one way. I don't know where they're going, but they're going. They're following this crowd. They're going this way. Because it's like monkey see, monkey do. It's social norms. It's what's normal. It's normal now to act black. It's normal now to have a hat. It's normal now to be into hip-hop. It's normal now to be rude. It's normal now to be offensive. It's all normal. If you don't do those things, you're whack, you're crazy, you're dull, you're boring, you're a loser. You know what I mean? But if you're strong-minded, you know right from wrong, you're going to do the right thing, whether a bunch of people doing the opposite. But the reason I'm making this video, to be honest with you, was to say, what is the reason, right? When you talk about black situations, Why can I not talk about black situations in front of a white person without them feeling? If I was to, alright, if we was in a, me and you, whoever you are, woman or man, child, wherever, if we was in a restaurant and we was enjoying each other's company and we would start talking about black issues, we would have a certain energy in that area which wouldn't be good. Now, why is that? That's the mind-boggling thing. Why is it if I speak to a white person about some black issues, there's a gap, there's a pause, and there's an uncomfortableness? Why is it? Why is it when people speak about black things on YouTube, they get flagged? Why is it? Is it because they feel guilty? Is it because they know they're doing something at this present moment which they shouldn't be doing towards black people, what they do different to other people? Is that the case? It must be, because whenever I talk about black subjects, I feel guilty, like I've done something wrong. Why should I feel guilty for speaking about something that exists as a black person who's going through the experience of this oppression? Why should I feel bad about that? And why should you do that? Now, do they have a mental problem that they have to do these things? Because it's like a habit which has been going on for a long time, where, as you know, it's kind of like, well, I think personally what it is the clashes in character. A black person is a sort of person who is direct and will tell you what's on their mind, and a white person will be a person who will not tell you what's on their mind directly, but they will tell you in a way that you would have to think about it, or indirectly, and that's what they're comfortable with. And if you're not doing that, then they're not comfortable with you and they don't want you to be in their life. That's the only philosophy I can think of, but it's something that exists and it's going to exist for time. We're going to have to live together as people. We may not like each other. We may not like certain things about each other. But we have to be adult enough to make it work. I live next to a white guy next door. He's a nice guy. He's alright. He speaks a bit bad to his woman. I don't really like that. But that's his issues, whatever. But apart from that, he's nice. He doesn't listen to... matter of fact, he doesn't check any white girls, and he only listens to black music. So we relate in that sense. And he smokes a bit of cannabis. I smoke a bit of cannabis. So we relate in that sense. My landlord, he's white. No problem with him. But I could, the world. If I go into a shop, now there's a what's going through their mind. I dress with hooded tops and I got a beard and I wear trainers. So they're thinking, is this guy a problem because of the past? I can't really say that's a bad thing that they're doing, because what they're doing is what you call a natural function. If you've been bitten by a dog, every time you see a dog, you're going to fear. So if you've had experiences, or you see things on TV, or you come across people who look like me and have an attitude, or they steal things in your shop, then I can't blame that for them with that reaction. Anyway, I'm going to keep this short. But yeah, I hope I said my point, got my point across. It just seems, things are tricky, man. You can't really hate white people. You can't say white people this, white people that, because not all of them are bad, and not all of them can help the way the things are. They didn't make the system. They were just born in the system just like us. But there's definitely, I think, to be honest with you, the culture, the white culture, and most cultures, how they've been brought up for years and years and years, they've gathered an intelligence that